spider bots.
Mm.
Every single.
God is about to complete
goddamn
arc. Arc, you should get arc back and join all of us.
Arc,
Me, MJ, Deers, and
bro.
Adam.
Bro, last time I played Arc, I tried to shank a fucking Giga, but like, that ended poorly. First, let me
I
finish
don't know why
Spider-Man
you.
100.
I don't know why you
First, let me
try to
100.
check the Giga.
Let me be, bro. That bitch looked at me wrong, okay? Like, theoretically speaking, I would shank any dino that looks at me wrong.
I know. That's the problem.
Well, alright, once I 100% Spider-Man, every achievement, I'm going to, like, download Arc, alright?
Okay.
That's when I'm finding these damn spider bots. I'm trying to find Miguel O'Hara. Wait, what the hell? Oh no, I thought I was missing anything else. I need the spider bots. All right, if I was a little tiny ass spider robot, where would I be? Where would I be? If you was a tiny robot, Lonnie, what would you be? Tiny spider robot.
I don't know.
What would you be?
I don't know.
Nah, this motherfucker would be at a fucking Narnia convention. I don't know. I'm gonna find him. Where's the spider bot
I'm
at?
gonna be a bird and then harass you.
Bro, if you a bird, I will eat that bird.
He's gonna eat the bird.
I will eat a fucking New York pigeon, nigga.
You really hate birds, huh?
Yeah.
I wonder whose fault is that.
Penguins 3, that's whose fault it is.
I wonder how it started.
It started when a bird shat on me
It
in a
started with the
game
bird.
called Far Cry 5. Dude, I'm still trying to find that damn CD, bro. That shit got Dale's mascot.
You probably ate it. You probably ate it, Dark. Who knows?
I ain't eat shit.
Sure.
Positive.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
It's kind of gay, bro. Why would you hug me? I know I'm Spider-Man, but like, why? Bro,
What?
some dude hug like one of the fucking pedestrians were just hugged me.
I was gonna say something.
Don't you dare say the sped kid, bro. I will
I
fucking
was.
throw a molten ass honey bun at you, bro.
I would throw it back. Make you eat it.
I will eat that shit gladly. Molten ass honey bun.
I'm gonna put it inside a volcano. Make you eat it.
Volcano's wild. I am anti-venom, the killer of all venoms. Die. Parried you. Ooh, you know what? I'm a yoink y'all. Symbiotes?
Paimon being Paimon right now. Move. Okay, good.
Dude, I just got crunched on.
I'm gonna use Rafune as my other DPS.
There's no way you're gonna Farina DPS, bro.
Might as well. I'm trying to. I really want her weapon though, so I don't have to get that pipe weapon because I don't feel like getting that weapon.
The pipe weapon's really good though.
I
So
know.
I'm planning to get it.
Have fun with that. Gotta do a lot of stuff for it.
You should get the catch for riding Shogun.
Yeah, I probably should do that. Gotta finish this right quick.
So how does it feel having two gods like me?
Very good.
I like how we have every god but Nahida.
Yeah, Nahida's the only person.
Yeah,
Missing.
Nahida's really good, yet we ignored that
Yeah.
banner.
I tried wishing for her, but she didn't come home. So
Lonnie, I have 20 something wishes. Next banner?
You're not
Bro,
get the sign up.
shut that shit up. Stop jinxing it. I know
You
you're
will
gonna
not get the
jinx it.
sign up.
I will get Sino.
You're not gonna get sign up.
Say I'm gonna get Sino, bro. Stop
You'll
jinxing
not
it.
get the sign up. You might as well
I'm
just
gonna
wish
get
for
Sino.
Raiden.
I am not wishing for Raiden, bro.
Why not?
Because no, I don't
I
want
remember the
another.
last time you didn't wish for Raiden. You got Mona.
I got Mona. I don't want to hear it. It was the
I got
easiest
her on my
50
third
50
wish.
too.
And I wasn't even close to pity either.
I had a lot of pity, and yet I got Mona, bitch. I don't want to hear it.
It's funny
Uh,
how I got Raiden on both my accounts in 3 tries, and I wasn't even close to my pity. And you got Mona.
bro, bro, everybody and their moms was getting Raiden Shogun. Guess what I got, though?
Mona.
Mona.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, you're right.
You
I'm
use
fine.
Mona.
I'm gonna get Sino.
You're not getting sign up.
I'm getting Sino.
Why sign out of
I'm
everybody?
because I want a better electric type. I love Kaching. However, I'm gonna need another good Electro because Kaching's my only good Electro.
Fair enough. Give Raiden. She's the best Electro.
But Raiden's not. Raiden's one of. I
Whoa.
want a main DPS.
She could be both
And
support and main
and
DPS.
guess fuck no. Guess what Sino is?
What, main DPS?
Exactly. Yeah.
What is Sino ranking? My question.
Don't know. I am not waiting 2 banners for fucking Raiden Shogun, bro.
I'm trying to wait for that thing Nahida we won. Another one
I'm waiting for
Nahida we
that
won.
damn Nahida rerun too, bro.
I really want Nahida.
Yeah, but that Nahida rerun's not coming till like 3 years from now or something. Just kidding. No, it's like 3 banners from now.
Yeah. Let's see if I want pity for her.
If I can save pity for a whole year, I can save for Nahida. Actually, I might spend money for Nahida. I don't know.
Trying to see. Oh yeah, I forgot you're gonna need those bugs in this thing, so maybe there's a sign up.
Oh hell
Level him
yeah,
up.
I can get plenty of those scarabs. I'm not letting nobody near the fucking scarab. Like I'm not letting nobody join my world except for you, Lonnie, because I know you don't need them scarabs at all.
Yeah, I really don't.
What does Tainari need to upgrade?
Tainori?
Yeah,
I'll see after this.
cause like I know you have Tainari, and so help me God, if Tainari needs scarabs, I'm shanking.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Yeah.
I know that.
Actually, now that I think about it, last year I won 2 legendary things that are corresponding: Zhongli and his weapon.
Oh yeah, Skyward Harp
Not
is good for
Skyward.
her Tainori. His third best weapon.
It's literally his best weapon.
His third best.
Third best.
Yep. His best weapon is his weapon, you know.
Oh, true. Is his weapon in the standard banner?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
What do you mean it's
It's
not?
not.
What?
I don't
How?
know.
How? That
I
means that
don't.
that means that they're gonna have to either give
His
him a
weapon's never
banner.
coming back. I'm
Yeah,
telling you that.
either his weapon's never coming back, or
His
like
weapon's never coming back.
they're gonna give it to like a Kali rerun type thing.
He can't be like as wild.
A Kali rerun is indeed wild. All right, I got spider bots. Where am I missing spider bots from? Oh, you're gay. Of course I'm missing spider bots in Hell's Kitchen.
Yes, I'm Isadora. Monsieur Nervillac sent me to look for you two before.
Mm-mm-mm.
I heard that
See, once I go to New York IRL, I'm going to become Spider-Man.
He said, "Good luck with your Spider-Man."
I'm going to kill pigeons.
Why pigeons?
Cause like, they looked at me wrong.
You look at them wrong.
Nah.
Before she could respond, the crowd continued to.
So people have started to put
Pigeons
the blame
deserve
on
to
Farina.
suffer.
I agree.
So what happened after that?
Seeing that the situation was the Marechaussee fan.
So you mean
Alright, here's
I'm,
my plan.
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
gonna
go to the
skip this.
highest.
So I can
Yeah.
kill this whale already.
don't worry. This is more
The narwhal.
Yeah.
It would be hard for
I got a
clever
question.
beast
Why the
Farina to
hell
Right.
are the harbingers 4, 3, 2, and 1 like comparably to an archon?
I don't know.
Why the hell is that allowed?
That's a why. Why is that?
Like if they're comparably to an archon, doesn't that technically mean that they can overthrow the cryo archon?
Ye-
So why are they working for him?
place looks
They
deserted.
would be able to.
Or
That's
her?
why.
Guess all the survivors must have
Is the
evacuated
cryo archon a
already.
her or he?
All that's
It's
left
a
It's a
her.
her.
It's a
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
her.
Saritsa. I just realized
Farina really be here?
they can technically overthrow her, or the cryo archon is more OP than Zhongli, which is concerning.
We need more male archons, but you know the last two is gonna be female also.
With the wind.
We only have 2 male archons.
Yep. Zhongli and Venti
Well,
and all of
3 technically.
what?
Nervilette.
Farina right over
If he
Oh
counts.
yeah. But he's not an archon no more.
Yeah,
Well,
he's a
he could be,
he's
but
a
he's not.
he has authority, so
Yeah.
he has the power of an archon, but he isn't one. He's a sovereign
Yeah.
dragon.
Yeah.
I'm still wondering, is Ajdaha the sovereign dragon of Leeway?
Yes. It is.
Making
He
sure.
is.
Don't worry, Farina.
All right.
It's just us.
So there's Dvalin
Yeah.
or Storm Terror in Mondstadt. In Leeway there is
You were crying
Leeway
just
there's
now, weren't you?
Ajdaha. In
What do you
Inazuma,
mean, tear stains?
Who is the dragon?
I
who is the
remember.
dragon in
The
Inazuma?
show at the
Yemiko.
opera
I'm
house
messing with you.
earlier this year.
She's a fox, not a dragon.
Hey, we don't know.
Even dare to
We do
tell
know
my
she's a
mother.
fox.
And I'm sure Nouvellette knows
All right, I
more
don't
from
think they have a sovereign dragon, even though they're supposed
Yeah.
to.
They don't.
Either or their dragon's dead, because remember that big ass skeleton in
Oh yeah, it is dead. It is.
Oh, well, sounds about right. The sovereign dragon of Inazuma is dead.
Yep.
That's against the rules. I can't let them get their way.
What about and Sumeru is a pep,
Farina just ran off.
because I did it in the I saw it in the Nahida story quest and I killed the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
And in Fontaine is Nervilette.
Who's who's gonna be the pirate one though?
The pyro
Klee.
one is concerning. It's Klee. Oh,
Klee.
dude,
Probably
dude.
Klee.
Everybody is complaining that in Notland,
Right.
a African and Spanish country is going to have white people in it.
Should be the
That is the most
Right.
dumbest complaint I've ever seen.
What?
Mm.
Fine. I suppose haste is warranted.
They're gonna be Sino colored.
Mm. Farina's just one that way.
Dude, how did Farina get her fucking
Get her
stupid
white.
ass vision?
No,
Fossilor is probably.
gave in to the sheer.
But Fossilor's is dead.
You're right.
Yep, that's a good.
Well, you never know. You did her story, Chris?
Yeah, no, but like it was literally explained in the fucking trial that
A quake of this
that
type
she
could
wanted to
kill
die
you.
so she can repent for the sins of her people that she created.
No need to worry too
Yep.
much about that. Nouvellette's made some
So she
emergency-
died, and Farina's now
The people of
human.
Poisson, they've already.
This shit makes no sense.
I'm referring to being human. Her god side just died.
Yeah, her god side, even though they could have merged together.
Yeah, they could have merged together.
Searching for clues and feet. I've tried all kinds of ways to.
At least that's what I would have done if I was a god, but no.
But all my efforts proved to be futile.
Shit, how do I collect that spider bot?
Really, we cannot make an enemy of the divine. No matter what we do, the will of the heavenly principles
Nani, I
will
can't collect
have
the
its
spider
way,
bot.
and the
You'll be
prophecy
fine.
shall be fulfilled.
I need the spider bot.
Give up. I do love the sound of that phrase. It would mean finally, indeed. I've thought about giving up so many times, especially
Alright.
after we almost lost Poisson. Fate.
To get the spider
is
bot, I must
really
jump as high as I
unreasonable,
can.
isn't it? It has
and start
no
gliding.
heart and obeys no rules.
Come
The
on.
prop just
Come
now,
on. Come
It all
on.
became clear to me.
No!
Still, as long as the final moment has, don't worry. I will keep.
Bruh, don't make me do the slingshot technique. I will do the
That's
slingshot.
enough for now. I got the impulse to play the stricken maiden, but honestly, considering my rank and station, that wasn't a good fit at all. Don't take any of what I just said
Alright, we're
seriously.
slingshotting.
How
Fuck
could
this
I
shit.
Come on! Paimon could have
Oh
sworn.
shit.
Share. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
Got it. I got the
Witness.
spider bot.
And if Tivat
Mm.
is in its entirety,
Of course
a
the one that's all the way in the air is the vulture one. Did I collect all the spider bots? Please. Fuck! Damn, I just fucking crashed.
Then he just think teleported thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes my
Are you
opening
did
performance.
what part of
Now,
the
without
court
further
thing
ado,
are you at?
we may
I just made it
proceed
to the
to
crate.
trial of our
You
gods.
The trial of the
Dude, I
god.
thought you were
I just made it to. I
I
just
thought
made
you
to
were
it.
already at it.
No,
Or
I
you
just made
already
to it.
accused? Did you already accuse Farina?
No, I'm about to though. That's why I just. That's the part I just made it on.
The god of justice, the
Motherfucker.
embodiment of justice itself. Does it not strike you as
I
even
feel like
the
I sense
least
a
bit
spider bot
absurd
nearby.
to bring the very concept of justice to
Adam just
trial?
texted me asking me if I want to play Ark. Nah.
As your refusal to stand trial.
Tell that motherfucker Adam,
In that
wait.
case, you have the opportunity to defend your honor through a duel.
I wanted to see
Where's the
anything.
spider
Not
bot?
here. I mean, it ain't for me to do.
I want to know what the gods think of each other.
I see. It seems like you have made a
Cause I only have 2 responses from Zhongli and from Venti. You can get them from Fabrina and from
Paimon can't believe it. She...
Spider Monkey bot.
I just see an Archon surrender.
It's literally a spider with a banana in its tail. How
They
the
got
fuck does
someone
that
into
make
a
it a
human as well.
Lady Farina, what is the
What'd you say?
meaning of this?
I said they got surrender to a human as well.
It would seem that there has
Yeah,
been a
oh God.
misunderstanding. To be clear, the raising of both hands.
Looking for excuses again.
I raised my hands just now to. I will admit.
Alright, I'm missing
that
one more spider
I'm
bot.
sorry, everyone. I was. You are not the only ones to be disappointed in me. But now, Farina,
Backflip,
will
backflip.
use this trial
Ooh.
to show the world that this
Side
time.
flip, side flip, side flip, side flip, side flip.
Applaud and rejoice.
Front flip.
One of the
Back
most
flip,
outrageous
double down.
and mark my words. This shall be one of the most exhilarating and brilliant shows ever to grace the stage of Fontaine. Woohoo! Oh, now we're making.
Why does it
I'm in
feel
Hell's
like
Kitchen again?
Farina just
Whack.
took over
No.
the whole thing?
Take me back.
Like, come on! Didn't she just get forced to stand trial for her crimes? Also, even though she's still acting super dramatic, she is
All right, then. Who will.
The court asks the prosecutor to please take the stand.
Is that so? Very well. Then please speak, witness of Tivat. My Also, please allow me to ask, as a final question before the trial begins. Just how much work did you do to force me onto this stage?
Well, we did do a lot of prep after the meeting that day.
Alright, which pigeon am I eating?
I can go over the tasks assigned to the Spina di Rosula, since they
A
were rather
pigeon's gonna die,
straightforward.
Lonnie.
Dark, what do you say? Dark, what do you say?
President
I'm gonna
of
eat a
Spina
pigeon.
di
Where the
Rosula.
fuck are they?
Why eat?
Participated in the disturbance
Because
this morning. They changed into plain
Pigeons don't
clothes
deserve
and
to
came
live.
to the opera house as regular audience
What they
members.
do to you?
Moreover,
Looked at me
according
wrong.
to our understanding and so we arranged for a second crew.
That's
So
wild.
you mean the
Wild
ones
indeed.
who scoured the settlement?
And their goal was
Times
to
are
force you
tragic,
to
but a
step
pigeon
into
must
the
die
giant
for
magic
the greater
box.
good
That's
of
right.
humanity.
That house was a magic box rather than someone's residence.
As the super ultimate version of the setup that I used when I first performed
I'm
at the
ignoring crime
opera
left and
epic,
right,
the
but like,
volume of the
I need
box
this
was
damn spider
increased
bot.
by
I
a
will fight
whole order
crime
of
if I see a spider
magnitude,
bot.
and the distance
Alright,
it
game?
traversed was the entire gap
You're not
between
going to.
Poisson and was an
Fuck you,
Archon.
Lonnie. Them spider
Instead
bots
of
are
you.
like,
My
I'm going to
thanks,
cop that
Verena.
spider bot.
Without your help, we could.
You're welcome.
You know, I'm gonna go through
Of
the Twin
course,
Towers.
This performance was only made possible with Father's support. The House of the Hearth spent a massive amount of labor in Mora to pull. We had to select a location, construct the giant magic box, dig a tunnel, and open up a path through the water. It was a lot of work for all of us.
Now the police got that one. They got it. They aight.
The earthquake that we felt within the giant magic box was just a normal tremor from the transportation of the whole house?
Alright, fine.
That's
I will
right.
fucking
It
get
wasn't a
these.
sign of another disaster to come.
Then I can guess Nervilette and Cloran's parts. You gathered a crowd, prepared a stage, and made also that as soon as I appeared on the stage, the trial may commence without a hitch. Am I
I just
right?
got sniped. What the f-
Yes, that is correct.
Well, Clorand, I must commend you for your courage. Only the most outstanding champion duelist in all of Fontaine would accept a duel with an Archon without flinching.
Thank you.
As for you, Traveler, I suppose your role was to keep me distracted with conversation once you found me in Poisson. You'd make sure
Oh,
that
wind
I
turbine.
didn't notice anything amiss before revealing yourself as my prosecutor once we'd arrived. Oh? Is that so? Then I suppose I must have missed my final chance. It's fine. It matters not. What's done is done. The stage is already set, so there's no reason to disappoint the audience. Let's see this trial through to...
Madam Prosecutor, please allow me to pass this along. This is a
Oh,
document
Spider
that
Bot.
Miss Charlotte
you,
applied
Lonnie.
for and received permission to share with you during the trial.
What?
According to
Found a Spider Bot.
her, it should
Nice.
speed up
Which
the
one is it?
proceedings.
Which one is?
Huh? Charlotte wanted to give us
It's
something?
the gay one.
Hey, Charlotte!
That's wild.
Get the spider bot.
Oh,
you
Lev
fucking
Hymancy.
bitch.
Isn't this the exclusive interview that she did?
Alright, I'm gonna
Wait,
crawl towards the
Then
spider.
that means
Fine.
this document
Fucking
is a
bitch.
perfect timeline of everything that's happened ever since we stepped foot in Fontaine. So in other words, we can refer to this
I'm right here.
anthology of evidence
I'm right here.
every
No,
time
you
we
are
want
not
to
doing this
use
to me.
something from our journey as evidence for an argument.
There, I got the spider bot. I got the spider bots. It's Spider-Punk Spider Bot. Did I 100% the game? I 100%. What do you mean I
Let's
98%?
quickly confirm the information in it. Just think of it as a
What else
refresher,
am I
all
missing?
right?
Oh wait, the spider bot.
You defeated the Hydro Archon in the very first duels you took part in at the Opera House. That's one for the history books, all right. I didn't think this is the words of someone as extreme.
The prosecution and the defense are both in position. The trial shall now begin.
Oh, come on, Nervilette. There's no need to repeat all the unimportant legalese. Just fast forward to the part where the prosecution lays out my offenses. As the defendant and the lead actress of this performance, I still haven't even been informed of my supposed guilt in all of this. Of course, it is only natural for humans to struggle to understand the actions of a god. However, you will need more than that to convict me of a crime.
That's true, but my charge here is unrelated to your conduct as an Archon. Instead,
I would like to charge you as a fraud who's never been the Archon in the first place.
Wait, what was that? Lady Farina's a fraud?
Hey, I came here thinking that we were going to try the Hydro Archon for forsaking her duty, but did I hear that right? She's not our Archon at all?
Charge accepted. Lady Farina, do you plead guilty to the charge? Lady Farina.
I plead not guilty. How can I be guilty? There is no way that I, Focalor, otherwise known as Farina de Fontaine, a member of the Seven and the Regina of all waters, kindreds, peoples, and laws of Fontaine, could be anything other than your true Archon.
Yeah. Even though Lady Farina can be rather eccentric, isn't it going too far to doubt her very identity?
Yeah, I've never questioned her identity either. Sure, Lady Farina can be super irresponsible, but what grounds does that prosecutor have to make such a huge claim?
I have cause to believe that common sense will prevail in this case. Many of the members of the audience have known me as the Hydro Archon ever since they were born. There would be no fooling their memory. See? Even the Oratrice has decided to show me its favor. Are you sure you want to commit to a charge that will never be upheld? If you wish to drop the case, I can promise you as the God of Justice that you will not have to face trial for making a false accusation. We will treat everything that's happened as a dramatic spectacle and move on with our lives. What do you say to that?
An argument with near impossible odds, huh? We have to not only refute Farina's claims, but also overturn the long-held beliefs of the people.
Well, I tried to give you the chance to surrender. If you must persist, then let me ask. If you believe I'm not the Archon, then what manner of being do you think I am? And if I was not the Archon, then how did I manage to live for over 500 years?
Bro.
Good, what
You gotta
happened?
be
That
racist.
doesn't sound right.
My PS just died. Right now, I'm literally like, I swear to God, if my stuff didn't save on Spider-Man, I'm going to kill.
I really forgot about the
You
knaves, not gonna
may
lie.
be a member of another long-lived race, which
Arlecchino.
would allow you to naturally possess
Yeah.
an extended lifespan. And second of all, even if that wasn't the case, there could be other ways to extend your
Dude, imagine
life.
they make her OP.
She is gonna be.
Oh wow, they're gonna make her OP, but not Cloran. That's gotta be.
Who gave you that idea? Was it the knave?
Cloran, a
You'd
4-star
sink
is
so
still
low
baffling
as to
me,
use
bro.
a harbinger's words against me.
A curse? I once thought it possible that the aura of an Archon might naturally resemble a type of curse. But in light of this claim, perhaps what I sensed was not your divinity, but a curse after all.
You sensed it too, huh, Neverlet?
Dude. Make Navia the 4-star.
Lady Farina is actually a human?
Well, it is true that it's extremely
Name one
difficult to
person
tell
who wants
humans and
Navia.
gods apart just by
Nobody.
looking at them.
Ito fucking
It's
Izumi.
not impossible.
One sec, he's at white.
Why does somebody want Navia? Unless they had another reaction with
Well, don't
with,
start celebrating too early now. Even if I
Yeah,
have been carrying a curse like you said, how does that
yeah, like
prove
unless
that
they
I
add
am
another
merely
reaction
a
with
human being? Besides, everyone
with
knows
Geo,
that the
I
main
don't think
difference
it's gonna be
between a
good,
human
like
and a god
Navia.
is the possession of authority. Gods can do what humans cannot. That's why they're worshipped as gods. For centuries, manifestations of my authority have served the nation of Fontaine. One need only to turn their eyes towards the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal in this very opera house, or consider the indemnitium that is used in every aspect of life.
Miguel O'Hara. There you go. Got every spider bot, Lani.
You tried to reference the Oratrice. But weren't you as confused as all the rest of us when the Oratrice declared Child to be guilty without any proof? Otherwise, you should have come up with a good explanation for that by now.
Didn't I make myself clear at the time? The decisions of the gods are naturally difficult for humans to comprehend. There is no need to provide an explanation.
Lady Farina, I believe a reminder
Oh,
of your
Brooklyn
current
downtown.
circumstances
Hold on, let me go
is
to
in
Brooklyn.
order. While the court is in session, the principles of justice and the law must come before all else. While you are an Archon, you are also first and foremost the defendant in this trial. You will prove yourself unable to defend against the prosecution's charges if you continue to withhold vital information against the rules of the court.
I never thought you'd use that kind of rhetoric against me.
That was no trick of rhetoric, Lady Farina. I've merely reiterated the rules of the court. Rules that all should respect and follow.
So, you neither knew why Child was declared guilty, nor did you understand the structure and operations of the Oratrice. Instead of having been created by you, the manifestations of authority you mentioned have been made by the real Hydro Archon, haven't they?
The real Hydro Archon.
What the fuck am I
Well,
supposed to do
now
here?
you're really losing me.
Who do I kill?
It is
I already
true
did
that
everything
I did
here.
not know why the Oratrice gave out a guilty verdict that day. But the Oratrice handed out that verdict unilaterally, and it has been operating independently ever since it was first created. You can't argue that just because a divine creation is flawed, that the god behind it must also be no god at all.
She's still throwing out all kinds of excuses. Seems like she's confident that we won't be able to produce proof that she has no power over the Oratrice.
My power as an Archon. There are many ordinary citizens in the audience. How can I just carelessly demonstrate the formidable power of an Archon?
If that poses a concern, I'm prepared to extend my protection to the audience.
You don't need to go that far.
Aren't you the Hydro Archon? Or is it that you can't even wield the power of Hydro, much less the authority of a god?
Indemnitium! Yes! It's all because of Indemnitium! All Archons derive their power from the faith of the people, and I've converted the people's faith in justice into Indemnitium! Thus did I give up all of my divine power to provide everyone with energy for their daily lives. Have you ever seen a more magnanimous god?
Isn't that a huge stretch?
Yeah, no matter how generous an Archon can be, how could they give up all their power? Can a god with no power even still be called a god?
It seems like nobody's buying Farina's excuse.
Hey, come now, everyone. Please don't stare at me as if I was a liar. I'm still the same Farina you knew, right? The one that you loved.
Lani.
Shouldn't you want to believe in me? Please?
This man
You've
moody.
got to believe me.
If what the prosecutor said is true, she really has committed a grave offense.
Did she deceive all of us? And all of our parents and grandparents too? And all of our ancestors? Ever since they were born?
Enough. That's enough. Tell me then, if I'm not the real Hydro Archon, then who is? If you have no evidence of another Hydro Archon's existence, nor can you find anyone who can back up their claim to be such, Then what grounds have you to say that I'm not actually the real deal?
Dark.
Wow.
She came up with yet another
What's up, May?
argument.
I am
How can we
gonna
refute
visit
her
Aunt May's
now?
grave because apparently
Seems
that's an
like she
achievement.
really doesn't want to give up.
Some shit.
Dude, I don't know why I have to visit a grave. Let's see where it at. Alright, I found it.
Faruna's really trying hard right now.
Oh yeah, Farina is trying. Like, but you shut her up because like that's what Paimon does. Yo, you think I can take Paimon to court? Do her?
Yep.
That doesn't sound
Alright,
right.
sounds about right. I'm gonna do that. Alright, where's Aunt May's grave?
It has been established that all Fontanians can dissolve in water from the primordial sea.
There it is. There she is.
And
Since you insist on claiming
Oh,
to
that's
be a
Jefferson
god
Davis.
and not a human, then there's a method that you can use right here and now
Miles
to
Davis.
eliminate all suspicions of you being the latter.
Miss Navia, please apply to serve as a temporary attorney for the prosecution before addressing the court. Though you act in partnership with the prosecutor, you must still adhere to proper procedure.
Super sorry, Monsieur Chief Justice. I swear this really will be the last time that I'll speak out of turn. Now, I've brought some seawater from Poisson. As everyone knows, a massive flood struck the area not long ago.
Bro, where is Aunt May's
including
grave?
those of... So, Miss Farina, would you dare to touch some of this seawater? If we are to believe that you are indeed the real Hydro Archon, touching this seawater would have no effect
Dude,
on you.
where is Aunt May's
All it
grave?
should do is strengthen your case. But if you don't dare to touch it, then we would have basically proved the
Wait,
reverse.
God, Lonnie, I'm gonna shank somebody if I can't find Aunt May's grave.
Oh, and I must remind you that after the disaster at Poisson, nobody wants to see any more people dissolve. I do hope
Zoom
you'll
in,
act
bitch.
prudently.
Navia from the Spina di Rasula.
Oh, by the
The
tree.
Spina has governed Poisson for many years. I get.
If Lady Farina is indeed just a human, she's probably Fontanian like all the rest of us. Which.
I think I found her. May Parker and Ben Parker. the
Lady
parents.
Farina, this test has been unilaterally proposed by the prosecution. As it falls outside the realm of standard court proceedings, you possess the right to decline participation.
Well, of course he had to tell her that. But refusing to participate is basically the same as a confession of guilt.
She's just staring at the water without saying a single word. It really does seem...
What's going on?
Alright, I found
Is she really
the
planning
grave.
to...
Now I gotta go as Miles.
Due to the inherent risk of the test, Lady...
Hey!
Probably tech.
I'm fine! Look! Look at me, everyone! Will you believe me now? I really am your Archon!
Miss Siegewin? If you're present, Miss
Not
Siegewin,
Prowler
please
tech,
come forward
Hunter
and
tech.
attend to the
You got all
defendant.
Prowler tech.
Siege, Win? Don't be nervous. It'll just take a few seconds. Let me see. That should...
Please announce
Financial
the results of your
district,
evaluation.
As everyone doubtlessly saw, Miss Farina was displaying symptoms of hyperventilation and flushed skin. These indicate that she was experiencing the adverse effects of exposure to primordial seawater. The extent to which she was affected is the same as other humans when exposed to primordial seawater of a similar concentration.
Thank you, Miss Siegewin. Lady Farina, you may return to the defendant.
Oh, wait. What did she just say? I didn't get dissolved! Shouldn't that be enough to prove...
Well, considering your tendency to run from your problems, we did originally prepare a direct sample of the seawater around Poisson. However, after extensive discussion, we exchanged it for a sample that is not concentrated enough to dissolve an actual human. After all, on the off chance that something entirely unexpected might occur, we don't want anyone else to lose.
Yeah, so out of regard for Farina's life, you secured a low-concentration sample and asked the head nurse to serve as an expert with... It's a great thing that the direct sample wasn't actually used. Farina could have... I can't...
Listen to me! Listen to me, everyone! Please don't give me such cold and disdainful looks! What happened just now didn't prove a single thing!
Yo.
Think about it! How can you
About to kill the whale.
conclusively prove that an
Close.
You're about
Archon
to kill the
can't
whale
also
already?
be affected by the
I almost finished
primordial
this trial.
seawater? Also, if I was really just a human, why would I
Oh,
dare
there
to
it
just
is.
put my hand in that kind of water? Please, everyone, anyone, just listen to me. I swear, I really am your Archon.
Alright, there you go. I have one more achievement, Lonnie.
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway anyone. The odds are just too stacked against her
Said
now.
wait.
With all the things that have been said,
Nice.
Paimon doesn't think there's
from the
any way left for
financial
Farina
district?
to win.
I believe the time for
Oh,
arguments and presentation of evidence has come to an end. If there are no objections, we will move on to the final judgment.
The achievement is
I don't think
using
anything
only
she
my
says
web
will
wings
sway
glide
anyone
from
who's taking
financial
against
district
her now.
to Astoria. I can use wind tunnels.
In my capacity as Chief Justice, I shall now render judgment on Farina's misrepresentation of herself as the Archon of Fontaine.
Alright.
As a human who knowingly
From
deceived her
financial
fellow
district
citizens,
all the way to Astoria.
Farina
I can
is
only use my wings. I'll
guilty.
go from the highest building since that's technically still the financial building. This is gonna be really hard or really easy. What do you think, Lonnie?
We shall now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal to render the final verdict on the charges.
I don't know really hard.
Alright, Astoria. I need to set a pinpoint here. Let's do that. Wind tunneling.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Farina is...
Well, what's wrong? What's the Oratrice's verdict?
No, the Oratrice also
Isn't that correct?
However, the exact wording of the verdict is thus. The Hydro Archon, guilty to be punished via the death sentence.
The death sentence?
That's actually one of the available sentences? I've always thought that it was just a myth.
The one and only time the death sentence has been handed out at the court, and it's been given to the very person we've worshipped as the god of justice? What an unexpected twist.
Farina's been sentenced to death by the Oratrice?
Oh,
We just wanted to use the trial
I think I'm
to show
gonna
her
make
the
it.
seriousness of things so she'd tell us the truth. How did things escalate this quickly?
This outcome is indeed quite strange. According to Fontaine's current definitions of justice, as well as its recommendations for criminal sentences, is this sentence really appropriate for the crimes that have been committed?
I made it! Yeah!
Wasn't sentenced to
Lonnie,
death
I got
by
it.
the Oratrice. You know, the real evil mastermind behind the serial disappearances case.
Indeed.
Lonnie.
Not only is Farina's sentence overly
Wait.
excessive,
I fucking
the
got
very
it.
point of our trial today was also to
Nice.
prove that Farina has
I
never been the
100%
Hydro
hit the
Archon
whole
in the
fucking
first
game.
place. But now, the Oratrice seems to have deliberately invoked the title of the Hydro Archon. What does this mean?
Well, time to get Arc.
Excuse me, if I may interrupt. Is the trial still going?
Fremine! You finally made it. I assume this means you've completed your mission?
Mm-hmm. Any mission Father assigns to me will always be top priority.
Is that the first Huh. So the named privately arranged for Fremenade to try and find the missing slate.
I looked everywhere and finally found it at the bottom of the sea. It took me a long time to get around some dangerous stretches of water.
Arc time.
But has the trial already concluded?
How many gigs is Arc again?
Then doesn't that mean
Let me see. Arc is 111.
Thank you for your hard work, Mr.
Download.
Fremenade.
Can it download?
Please allow me to review the record left on the slate. Traveler, I believe that you have already seen the other existing slates. We'd like you to come here and confirm their contents.
Alright, I'm going on Genshin.
Huh? So what do you see? What is it?
I believe I've now made sense of the Hydro Archon's crime. It has to do with Fontaine's lost history.
Huh? Isn't the Hydro Archon just guilty of deceiving her people? Oh, wait, no, that's Farina, and we've already proven that she's not the Hydro Archon. So when you say Hydro Archon, do you mean the real Hydro Archon we—
In truth, everything that you've encountered in Fontaine up until this point can be traced back to the contents of these stone slates. However, I'm uncertain as to how much sense they currently make to you.
Okay, let's try to recall the contents of the other 3 stone slates. Paimon will do her best to help you remember.
Alright, what do I need to do in Genshin? I think I gotta do Fremenade's stupid ass story. I'll do it.
The first stone slate describes what you just said. It seems to— Does that mean that Fontanians are transformed Oceanids? Oh, Paimon wasn't expecting that. But the second stone slate shows Celestia floating in the sky, and the Hydro Archon and her people worshipping it together.
That's racism.
But the heavens still brought judgment down upon them. This must be the point when the Hydro Archon and the Fontanians were branded with their original sin. Does this mean that the original sin and the Hydro Archon sin are the same thing? The third slate shows the Hydro Archon seeking into the sea surrounded by many people. That reminds Paimon, didn't we also watch that happen to someone else? Well, the fourth slate is the prophecy the Fontanians have been talking about. People just— we didn't believe that such a crazy disaster could happen at first, did we?
We know from the case of the serial
I'm
end,
doing
the
the
first
Venti
stone
strat.
slate tells us that long ago the Hydro— This might be the—
Sick of Fontaine. Fucking hate it here.
Perhaps what is about to take place has all happened before. The true sin of the Hydro Archon that Nervilette mentioned, and the original sin cast down on the people of Fontaine by Celestia, as recorded on the stone slates.
They finally added a dog in this game.
It's
not as simple as falling into the... When Navia fell into the sea, her consciousness was subjected to judgment. The stone slates show the people gathered around the Hydro Archon in the sea. The prophecy from the stone slates found its way into the fortress of Meropide was nearly flooded with primordial seawater, which we know can cause Fontanians to dissolve. It seems increasingly likely that the prophecy may come true. If we hadn't dealt with it in time, things could have gone very badly.
They'll dissolve into the primordial sea but won't cease to exist. Their essence will flow in the seawater, converge, and take the form of an oceanid. The Hydro Archon was sentenced to death in court, shocking everyone present. Perhaps this means that her sin was actually Fontaine's original sin. Navia fell into the water inside those ruins, and she nearly dissolved. She was surrounded by the people of Poisson in a court within her consciousness, and was forced to take part in a trial meant to make her stay. The eruption of the primordial sea at the fortress of Meropide was the surest sign that the prophecy was about to come to pass no matter what. The prophecy's contents can all be verified by recent events. If we combine what we know together, loads of truths should come to light.
Lonnie, please tell me you're killing the whale right now.
I've almost finished the trial.
Now, so that's how you can make sense of it. But then it feels like we're going to have to share some truly shocking revelations.
Let's hear them.
Incredible. Linny, did you hear that?
We're not real humans.
All Fontanians were originally created by the late previous Hydro Archon, with oceanids as their basis. The evidence for that can be found in how only Fontanians could dissolve in primordial seawater, and how all the girls Vacher dissolved were also turned into oceanids. Oh, and according to Navia, when she was about to get dissolved, she also
Alright,
saw
what the hell?
everyone gathered
Alright, I'm gonna
around
use
for a
you,
trial, all of
and,
them in the shape of oceanids.
Indeed.
Yeah, and it follows from the content of the first slate that she probably anchored Celestia by creating humans without prior permission. That could also explain why the Oratrice judged the Hydro Archon to be guilty. It's to account for that ancient sin.
The Hydro Archon's true sin was creating us?
And yet, after many hundreds of years, the Hydro Archon's creations have turned around to try to judge the Archon within the Opera Epiclese.
Yeah, isn't the image here just like with Navia? So wouldn't it be trying to show the image of the Hydro Archon also falling into the sea once the prophecy has been fulfilled in the fourth slate? In the end,
shut up.
the people will all be dissolved into the water.
That's what I'm saying.
And only the Hydro
Bro,
Archon
just
will
give
remain
Felxi its
weeping
crown,
on her
bro.
throne.
I already gave bro a
Only
shank
then
and a
will
shield.
the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away. Did Paimon get all that
Lonnie,
right?
should I have given this pet penguin robot thing a shank?
You've made some keen deductions. I must say, given how much you still don't know, it is impressive that you've already managed to connect so many pieces of the truth. However, while you were able to decode all the information on the slates, they've also been etched with an additional layer of hidden information using a different power source.
Oh, I got
When we were
Freminate
at the
for
ruins,
free?
I tried to decipher the hidden information recorded in the slates. But since we only had 3 slates at the time, I was unable to come to a full conclusion. Now that the slate collection is complete, I shall make another attempt to decipher the narrative recorded within. If everything goes well, we should finally be informed of the unadulterated truth.
Well? Did you get it?
I believe I should share this truth not only with you, but with all the people of Fontaine as well. I will try to briefly summarize it for you. Your hypotheses regarding the origin of Fontainians and the sin of the Hydro Archon were both correct. In the Fontaine of old, the previous Hydro Archon sensed the yearning of her Oceanid familiars for life on land. The Oceanids were enamored with the beauty and romanticism of human beings, and wishing to have those experiences for themselves, expressed to the Hydro Archon their desire to become of a similar kind. However, even though water as an element is intricately linked with the power of life, the Hydro Archon, as one of the seven, did not possess the authority to create a new form of human life. Not one to give in, she eventually found a way to create permanent humanoid bodies for her familiars by appropriating the power of this planet's primordial sea. She poured primordial seawater into the Oceanids' blood vessels, creating humanoid mimics in the process. But if Fontainians were to ever come into direct contact with water from the primordial sea, the power within their bodies would escape these artificial restraints and return to the sea. As a result, their forms would collapse, and they would be reverted to their original forms as Oceanids. Of course, the Hydro Archon never received permission from the heavenly principles to create a new human race. And thus, the Hydro Archon and all of her creations came to shoulder the original sin of appropriating the power of the primordial sea. That is the true history of how the people of Fontaine first came into being.
So we were all Oceanids before we turned into human beings?
That's way too much information for me. I think I'm just going to pretend that I never heard a single thing. Wait, but if that's the truth, we can't let the Hydro Archon be sentenced to death. After all, her only sin was creating us.
This really might be too much information for your regular Fontainian, but
Alright, there you go.
it does answer a lot of our questions.
Alas, your hypothesis regarding the third and fourth stone slates was inaccurate. The slates' respective positions are, in fact, correct.
I can shank this robot right now.
The key point of the
This
visual
bitch
on the
can't,
third
like,
slate
hurt me, bro.
is how all the individuals depicted in the water
I'm gonna
are
shank the pigeon,
humans
too, while I'm
rather
at
than
it.
Oceanids. They have not been dissolved, which implies that the water depicted in this slate is not water from the primordial sea. The nation of Fontaine is the nation of Hydro, as well as the nation of trials and justice. Instead of being the literal element, the water in the scene symbolizes judgment and justice. You may also recall Navia's experience. When she fell into the sea, her consciousness was surrounded by that of many others who intended to hold a trial to determine her fate. Therefore, the meaning of the third slate is that the people of Fontaine shall try the Hydro Archon at the court of justice. Yes, it refers to our present situation.
I think I'm following now. So, what you're saying is, even though we decided to put on this trial to avoid fulfilling the prophecy, in truth, everything we've done has happened exactly as the prophecy foretold. So now, it seems, we're the ones making sure it comes true.
What should we do?
Huh. No matter what, the prophecy will be fulfilled. Is this what it feels like to be
Give
a
me a
prisoner of
blicky, bro.
fate?
If that's the case, does that mean the scene in the fourth slate will also be fulfilled soon?
Bro. Wow.
Traveler,
I'm a
I
rail
would like to
through every
point out
single one of
another
these
small
challenges, bro.
fallacy in your deductions.
Oh, Nahida
About
and
the fourth
oh,
You probably thought that the eruption of primordial seawater
What
beneath the
happened?
fortress of Meripede
They gave
served
me
as the
two trial
surest
characters,
sign that the
Nahida
prophecy
and
was about to come to pass,
what's
yes?
her name? Nilu.
However, I believe that rather than being a sure sign,
Nahida,
that
Nilu.
eruption could in fact
I'm gonna
only
use
be a
Nahida,
small
Nilu,
warning,
Zhongli, and
something
Keqing.
as for the root cause of the catastrophe,
Activate
I
the
believe
quest.
you've already...
Do that. Ult. Let's see how good Nilu is. Do her dance. Activate the ability.
This eruption was just a small warning.
Zhongli ult. 46k. Adam invited me.
It was both dream and reality.
If we're talking about a true culprit, that could only be that thing inside the primordial sea, right?
The truth, the original sin, the trial, and the root cause of the disaster.
Why is everything level 40? I just realized I'm insta-killing these dudes. I see what I gotta do. I'm an idiot.
What did you do?
You have, in this challenge, you have to get as many points as you can. They're weak as fuck because you gotta kill them. That's the point. I'm over here toying with them. Alright, I'm killing every single one of them. No wonder I'm insta-killing them with Zhongli.
That was way too
Zhongli ult,
close!
Zhongli ult.
How did that thing just burst into the opera house? Wait.
Oh, I didn't make it in time, fuck.
So we've
Gotta
met it
get
at
6,000
last.
points.
I understand very well why it has chosen to make an appearance here. That whale does not belong to Tevat. It is a monster that has traversed the stars, weeping all the while. It has been greedily consuming the energy from the planet's primordial sea, using it to grow. That is the main cause for the rising sea levels. And once it has finished consuming all of the energy contained within the sea...
You said that when the Hydro Archon first created Fontanians out of Osea...
Precisely. That whale finds the blood of Fontanians nigh impossible to resist. Therefore, when it left the Primordial Sea, it decided to make its next stop a packed opera house full of food. Food in the form of Fontanian.
We just barely managed to push it back, right? In that case, won't it come back to target the people again once it's managed to recover its strength?
That is correct. Indeed, it is more accurate to say that we should thank that Harbinger for buying us some time. Without him, the whale would have likely come onto land far sooner. From the way he looked, he must have been fighting the...
That battle maniac. We've always known that he had a special connection with that whale, but we definitely didn't expect it to help us out like this. Anyway, now that we know that this whale is the actual cause of the disaster recorded in the prophecy, all we need to do to stop the prophecy would be to find a way to beat it up, right?
It is too late. It had already absorbed too much of the Primordial Sea's energy before we could notice it. At this point, it has become practically integrated with the sea itself. Even if the entirety of Tevat were to be destroyed, it could still survive and swim off towards some other world.
That's not something We've already done everything we can, and we even found the true culprit. We've come so far. You can't just tell me that the last hurdle is some impossible foe.
Indeed, that's not how a grand performance should end.
I'll fight it to the end.
No
matter
keep on
what.
Forgetting.
So the prophecy will be fulfilled no
Lonnie,
matter
kill
what,
that narwhal
huh?
faster before I break something.
Okay, it's almost finished.
Why did both Adam and Adam and Dierson invite me?
Yeah,
You
join the party.
them?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk shit. All right, see you there.
Yo.
Yeah, I think I can.
Beaners! We're talking absolute buttfuckery.
What dark joy?
I raped pigeons.
Justice prophecies
Dark what?
only the future as seen from the perspectives of the gods.
I'm getting on Genshin. I mean, Arc after
Things
this.
be happening in hidden
I'm downloading
corners where the god's gaze does not fall. Ultimately, fate
What
will
seriously?
serve
Barcode,
as
hurry
your
up.
only guide, no matter what will happen in Tevat's future.
No scuba pants. Then make them. You can
Did
make
we
them
get Vader or
out of
no?
glass, bro.
Zark don't need no scuba pants to swim. He can just swim with the
Motherfucker, I'm from South America. I swim butt naked.
See, exactly.
That was so random.
Oh wait, all I need is 9 polymer. Okay.
You can get polymer off an animal. Take it out of pigeons.
Oh, what's happening with the oratories?
I believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
Yo, hold up. I'm downloading the game. Y'all can just chill, bruh.
No, I still need answers.
Sorry. That shocked expression on your face is just too amusing. I couldn't help myself.
You are not furry.
Ah, the sweet sound of bewilderment. Marvelous. A sure sign that my attempt to deceive everyone was a resounding success. But to answer your question, I am Focalor. You know, the god.
Focalor?
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, no. But I had to fool everyone else, too, if I was to stay the heavenly principles.
Deceiving the heavenly principles?
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. Fontaine condemned to be flooded. One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when that problem was thrust upon me by my dearest predecessor. That's the former Hydro Archon Egeria for the uninitiated. And hardly she knew full well that the prophecy, and as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the. So yes, as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather impossible situation that I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles, but I had to outwit. I'm a genius, I know. I can only assume that's why Egeria chose me as her successor. Although, looking back now, it was hardly the inheritance one dreams of. Between the task of saving the nation, the quotidian duties of the Hydro Archon, and not to mention
Nah, Adam,
the
no,
original
you
sin
listen,
of
bruh.
creating a
I'ma
new race of
listen, you
humans.
know.
I dare say she left me quite a colossal mess to clean up.
Motherfucker, this ain't Jimmy's crib. This ain't Jimmy's crib.
I did not choose
Not
this, any more than I chose to
in
be
December,
one
bitch,
of
the
her
fuck?
Oceanid familiars.
So you were also once one of the Oceanids,
Nah, bro,
transformed into a human
nah,
by
we
Egeria's
gonna have
hand.
to do this the old-fashioned
Yes,
way. And by old-fashioned, we're
was.
talking about indentured
I
servitude.
always
Y'all better work
dreamed
for
of
y'all's
becoming
land.
human. And I still do, even now. In my eyes, to be human is to be part of the greatest opera ever known. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind
Lonnie,
only
have you
a
killed the
self
narwhal
that was
yet, bro?
as naive and
I'm
bewildered
about to.
as my past self
Talk to
on my
First Lords
first
right now.
day as a
Bro,
human
it's taking
being.
an awful lot of time
The
to kill a
me
damn
you see before
I'll
you
talk to
now
First Lords
is
right now,
not
Dark.
divinity.
kill full
And the
Solors.
human
Oh
counterpart
well, she is
I
going to die
left
eventually, so.
behind, I named
Nah, I already
Farina.
killed John Lennon. That was not
She
as
could feel
satisfying as I thought it would be.
joy, sorrow, and everything in between. She could be as
John
vain
Lennon,
and
king of
conceited,
hippies.
or as meek and vulnerable as she wished. Her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess, as were her shortcomings. But in my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. The person I always wanted to be. Anyway, so then I cursed her. All part of the plan, of course. The plan to deceive the heavenly principles. Do you still remember the final scene of the prophecy? The Hydra Archon, alone, weeping on her throne. In order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, I invited Farina to be an actress, to play the part of the Hydro Archon in the prophecy. Under the curse I placed on her, so long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness. Instead, she was forced to take the stage in the opera
God,
house,
I hate this grass
to
bitch.
embrace the role of leading lady, to forever play the part of the god from the prophecy, all to create a deceitful appearance of that prophecy coming to pass. I suppose now you probably understand why your court is called the Opera Epiclese.
But Farina is only human, isn't she? Even though she has had a long life, her mind is no stronger than that of any other ordinary human being. I cannot begin to fathom what she has had to endure. It must have been torture for her.
It has indeed. And although she is, in a sense, me in human form, I most definitely owe her an apology for it. It's been 500 years, and all along,
Man,
she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely, and agonizingly painful opera of all time.
Yeah. I'm trying to kill the homeless men right now, bro. Or homeless women. Bitch has the ability to use grass, so like, gotta be careful. Yeah, I might trade my Kaching for. Why are my dogs barking, bro? I'm gonna call ice on my dog. I swear to God. Oh, my mom just did that.
Oh, who permitted you to come onto the stage? Now, I understand your admiration for my august self, but I must... All right, it is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need to state your name. Just be off with... Oh, do not jest. Can you not feel it? I am Focalor. The eyes of countless Fontanians are upon me. I must, at all times, display the utmost elegance and nobility. Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough. Time to go!
One with nature. Come back. Into the wind.
Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards! Rain outlines your face. Everybody stand the...
The wind knows it. Fallen leaves.
Adorn!
Ah, that did significantly worse. Ah. Prince Delxie unleashes Gyre attack, dealing Hydra damage. Hydra.
Huh?
Alright.
Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you?
Be not nervous. Be not afraid. I am before you.
To get level, just...
Wait
to get level, what I can recommend is abuse everything you see on site. We're talking bust a cap on Timmy's pigeons type shit.
Mirror you, huh?
But yeah, you'll get a lot...
You know what? That's not bad. Let's go with that.
Mirror me.
The prophecy.
Because
have you heard
considerably,
of it?
like...
What prophecy? Wait. I know. I think...
I mean, considerably the game is better if you were, like, first there. Like, at the beginning.
And only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people.
Yeah, I made it. I'm on Lonnie's level, literally.
Oh.
But yeah,
good.
it do be feeling
You
like
know
that,
it
like for
well.
others.
What's going
That's why
on?
when I try to make a new account, I didn't like it.
Seem to remember anything clearly. The only thing I know for sure is this prophecy. Will it really come to
My
pass?
friend made me get PSO online, and it's
Yes, it will.
It's cool and all, but
And
like
that is
I don't
why
know,
I've
like
come to
the amounts
you.
of grinding it takes.
Does that?
It does have a really good story mode. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm a Fontanian just like them.
Oh no, I'm not going to dance with you.
Too?
Fuck you. I'm gonna kill you. Come here.
Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around.
I'm almost done. Hold up, I'm
It
shanking
is the reason
people
why
right now,
you met
we have
me
to
today.
we have to
I will
mark
tell you
some
how
moths,
to
by
save
the way.
everyone, but you may have to suffer
Silk.
somewhat.
We need silk.
Oh, so there's still hope after all. Goodness, you frightened me. You spoke so much and
Bro
with
said
so
you
much
got that.
certainty. As for the suffering, well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind
Damn,
was,
she fucking said
why do
so.
I have to
Personally,
be
I
the
would
one
not
to
take that
suffer?
lightly, but that's
But
just me though.
if the prophecy will come true, I'll also die anyway, right? So if I've already met
I would
you
turn
as
into
my
like
magical meeting in this world,
Nah, you remember Far Cry 5, the
there were
bird? Yeah, that's what's
scales
gonna happen to me.
with all
IRL.
the
They
people
gonna
of
summon a
Fontaine
bird
on
on me.
one side and my pain on the other. Is it not obvious where the scales should tilt?
You truly are the perfect human. I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you.
Huh?
Don't worry, it's nothing.
Oh, I'm an
Listen well.
idiot. I'm an idiot.
Fontaine
I
has
just realized what I
lost
did
its
wrong.
Hydro Archon. I need you to play a role. That of the new Archon.
Play as a god?
That's right. You must begin
Y'all
a
really set yourselves up
never-ending
for an
masquerade.
a vape.
You must never let anyone suspect your identity. If you can keep it up, then I shall have my way of defying this prophecy. But should your identity be revealed, then all hope will be lost.
But how will I do this? A human assuming the role of a god without being exposed.
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You simply need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Being a human yourself, I'm sure you already know what such an entity would be like. Remember, your true challenge will not be pursuing divinity, but contending against humanity.
Bro, shank
I'm
that bitch.
still not sure I understand, but I'll try. I'll try to do this. So, how long am I going to have to play this role?
I fucked this shit. I did the
accomplish
challenge.
this mission,
Alright, I'm going to art.
you will have to stay on the stage for many, but I promise you, all
a trial, huh?
Alright, arc time. I don't care about wild card entertainment. Show me the game. Start that blicky. How? Alright, so
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my acceptance. What should I
there
say
you go. I'm joining
to
Adam.
most appear like a god? To be honest, I still... Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you've all heard about how I have taken on the role of Hydro Archon. Indeed, I am Verena de Fontaine, your new Archon. In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god, but it will be my honor to guide you all. As the god Focalor, the god of justice. I shall do all within my power to lead you into an age of fairness. Once again, thank you all for coming. If you should this, I thought I might stammer, but thankfully, I was able to convey my thoughts.
That's the new Hydro Archon.
Oh wow, that's some great
kind of
advice,
joke
Arc.
by the
Don't
Maison?
forget to eat.
I would have thought
Yes.
that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more assertive.
All right.
Did you hear that?
I'm gonna make
She
him
even
a
told us
beaner,
to send
so,
her
like, let's see what
suggestions
color I
there
can
at the
make him.
end.
Shouldn't gods be all powerful?
Damn,
She's
bro,
being
why you
so
built like that?
modest. What's the difference between her and an ordinary person then?
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually
All right,
happen.
I'm about to give him a
She might just
hairline.
be a
Let's see.
Maison
How do I
back
give bro a hair?
puppet.
Actually, let me rando. Let's see what
going
random
on?
gave me. Damn, that's
Why is
Popeye.
everyone
Oh hell yeah, we're
suspecting
going
me
with that
right?
design. We're gonna
Near
call
me
him
said that I just need to play the
Bingus.
role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Calm down, Farina. Think.
All right, where y'all at?
assertive,
Where region?
With a strong sense of presence. One who can dispel all doubt.
Redwoods what? 1?
Now,
Fuck it, we ball.
I
went to
wondering
Redwoods 1.
if some weak puppet were to one day come on to the Well, it seems that you would all see right through them. You may consider my previous
All right,
act.
level up
Now
is
then,
available. What do I level?
Ah, so that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an op?
Personality. It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before.
Such a fascinating
All right.
and bold deity. How wonderful. Our future may yet be bright after all.
All right, how do I grab shit?
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this fluff. My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor for we have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away.
I'm cold.
Well, no, this won't work. They'll suspect me again.
That big ass
play the role
Mordor
they
looking
want
tower
me to
thing.
play. The scales of justice should not weigh heavy in the
That's a
hands
bird.
of its god.
Where's the
On
shank?
one
Hold on.
side, it must
Where's the wood?
carry fairness and justice.
Hold up.
May law be the prayer
All right, I
of
got
our
wood.
lips.
How do I get
May
rocks
judgment
again?
be our worship. Let us light the fires and drink to the future of Fontaine.
Motherfucker, I need a strap.
There is
I need a
no
strap, bro.
trouble in
I'm
this
ready to
so
fight
long as
some.
I,
Oh shit, what the fuck?
Archon
Ah,
Folklore,
ah,
stand
ah!
for the opera epiclese. So
I'm
long
gonna
as
get touched. I didn't. Something just. I didn't even attack anything. I'm getting. Ooh, that's a big boy. Good thing you're a herbivore. Oh, whose backpack is this? I'm so tired. Stop moving. Fat fuck. Oh. What the fuck?
Lady Farina,
That's a bear.
here in today's case.
That's another bear.
Besides,
I'm not a snack.
That's true. I
no need for fright.
I got killed by a dire bear.
Too seriously.
I got AIDS now. Great.
Go now.
I didn't. Bruh. Now I gotta respawn. Random locale.
Lady Farina.
No need to. All right.
Hold up. I'm. I already spawned. You want me to die again?
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological.
I see.
Go, go,
It's
go, go,
as I
go, go,
thought
go, go.
As your
I'm
god,
running.
I did all manner of.
What do you mean stop running? I'm going
I'm
to the big Mordor thing, but I'm getting chased! I'm looking at my fucking
The day is finally
map.
over, but it's good to see that everything's getting. Maybe this is fine.
60 over 30, but right now I'm getting chased, so like I'm gonna need to move to a safer spot.
Farina, don't.
Oh, that's a spider.
Lady Farina,
I moved a little bit, so I should be now at. Yeah, I'm at 63
Lady
on the dot,
Farina.
actually, now that I see it.
Indeed, my dear.
Yeah, I should probably, like, hide in this. I'm
Lady
hiding
Farina,
in a
we're
little
detecting significant hydro-
manhole
Understood.
thing, but, like.
Keep monitoring.
Is that bird after me?
Keep me informed
Oh, no,
should
I thought that
anything
shit
come
was
up. I don't think I let anything slip
Motherfucker,
today.
you're gonna see my home right now. I stole a spear off of like a decomposing backpack, so don't worry. I'm in the. I'm like, is that you? Like hovering in the water? Is it a red bird?
Lady Farina, I've heard that the first... Are you crying?
This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god who...
No wonder. No wonder. A manifestation of your power, then.
So interminable. Hundreds of years must have passed by now. Perhaps the show must go on for hundreds more. I never imagined that it would hurt so much. Have I reached my limit? I want to tell someone, anyone, about this. I've conducted so many investigations across. All I can do is keep heart. I must.
Farina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone, your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my...
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me. I'm
a witness. Yes, I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here. And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you? She's right. I could confide in her, couldn't I? But if things don't play out as expected, the people of Fontaine will be the ones to pay the price. No, Farina, you shouldn't be selfish. But what if it's really all right? Farina, you've worked so hard for so long. Surely it would be okay to put yourself first for once. Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone in whom you can confide your frustrations and sorrow? If you let this opportunity slip through your fingers, it might never come. Think about it. Long and hard. No, I have nothing to say. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my...
Fine.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the Heavenly Prince, she did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate. It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
I believe that I understand how your deception works, but that is only half the truth. Is it? How would you build on this foundation to save the people of...
Ah, good, good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no...
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice within the core chamber. It now seems that that person was you, hidden within the machine all along. Am I right?
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it? Alas, your understanding of this device still lacks sufficient depth. In truth, it is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a device created to kill the god of justice. Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the god of justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she has been placed. I mean, did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose while Farina suffered? My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate indemnitium within the Oratrice. But really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide. The vast majority had to be, accumulated to enact this death sentence.
It was all part of your plan.
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for... But only power of this magnitude could hope to destroy the Hydro Archon's divine throne.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon. The destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be...
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course. In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
But...
Oh, what? Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And this is the face you make.
All you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked. Hydro Dragon, don't cry. I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime? Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ancient dragons possessed. I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers should be returned to you? Speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice lies in the process of pursuing human existence. So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was Fontaine, then, leaving matters of procedural right. In other words, exist defying the prophecy and ensuring that Fontaine's people. At this point, we, Iudex Neuvillette, the highest.
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as Iudex, I see now that that was your idea too. At last, I now understand the true purpose behind this position. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. And I have even attempted to feel as they feel. You are a devious one, Focalors. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Neuvillette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
I, Iudex Neuvillette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
What just happened? Has the death sentence been carried out?
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection? I have a feeling that something huge just happened.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved, I assume whatever happened was good for us.
It's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
Didn't you say just a moment ago that it can't be defeated?
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the Primordial Sea from that creature. We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry. Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice. The root of the calamities befalling Fontaine, the beast that enacts the prophecy. Its name is the all-devouring Narwhal. Come with me, traveler. The hour of execution has come. Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source. Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. I shall share a part of the ancient dragon's power with you. We shall look for an opening together. I can feel its sorrow turning into hostility. Cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility. Chance will present itself. I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its root from within.
Fallen leaves, adorn my nut. Rain cutter.
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but... oh well. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
That power. Who are you exactly?
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right? It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring Narwhal without using power from beyond this world. So you may speak to me as equals. I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring Narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks. All in all, it fails as a pet.
Miss Skirk?
The point...
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well...
Oh, right. So his name is Sertologi.
Huh?
I am unfamiliar with that name.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Fowl?
The Fowl?
Still nothing? Well, how about The Visionary? Vetterfulnir then? Or Gold Rhindaughter?
Ooh, that one we've heard! Rhindaughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master, but I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhindaughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Wait! Didn't you also mention a visionary person?
Actually, never mind that. That the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the Fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now—
What?
Not to worry.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Hey! Help! Over here! All hands, initiate emergency rescue! Hurry! Hey, lend a hand!
Look! The water's receding!
It's a miracle!
Water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
Are you right? We're saved. The prophecy.
was wrong.
The soil renewed. Old soil can skyship winglet. Booner Bane of the Fontaine Research Institute. The
Pull up. I'm gonna net his dino. I'm gonna try to get Adwine on it. We gonna net him and the dino.
I'll net.
And then,
I'll net.
and then we're gonna shotgun.
You net the dino. I'll net him. And then, well, if I'm about to go PvP, I'm putting on a PvP set. So where the fuck my flag at?
Yo,
Where
I
my
don't
flag
finish.
with my shotgun?
Oh
my
no,
shotgun.
we're just gonna take their stuff and just go. Like that's why we're gonna go to. That's why we're gonna meet them up at Beach Run. Cause who gonna actually like?
What are you building? What?
Yeah, they didn't find us then.
Alright,
they
I got a
don't know where we
gun.
are.
Dearson, come here. I got a gun. I got a gun. Come here.
Nigga, no. Don't need your gun right now.
That nigga finna gun you down.
No, I'm not gonna gun him down. I got a game to propose.